I said that you know you the one. My mind is a weapon, a gun. But you know that I want the one. Yeah.
What is good, boys? We are back. We are back taking live trades again. All right, not trading funded at all for the next probably week or so. But I am dead focused on this one model, not changing this shit ever again. Right, sticking with this fucking model. Okay. Bought a mentorship. I haven't really done one of these in a while. Just because I haven't been trading live for the past 2 weeks. Right, so bought a mentorship for about $500 and learning from this one guy, his model, and seeing all the success from all of his other students and learning from them as well. Literally the same exact model. I'm starting to get better at it. So right now, trading only the evals, only one eval because I canceled the other one. Only the eval because I'm not too confident yet to trade my fundeds. So planning on just trading evals for the next week or so. Already been trading this model for a week so far, and you can't see it, but let me pull up my notion real quick. You could see that so far the data is showing that I'm pretty solid. I mean, I'm pretty solid with it. So yeah, I gotta find my other one, but bro, my notion is fucking tweaking, man. Okay, so pretty much all that aside, I have for my first year I did with this model, I had 6 months that were green, ended off the year 10%, right? And that's, yes, obviously that's not insane, but you think about 10%, I get 1 million funding, 10% to $100,000 a year, right? That's still pretty good, bro. And I've only been learning this model for a week. My first year of backtesting, my first whole year of backtesting, I got 6 months green. Okay, so my goal is to hit, and I think I'll hit it right now. I'm doing 2022 right now. I'm backtesting 2022, the entirety of it. Yeah. And so far it's showing that, I'm pretty solid with that. Dude, my shit is tweaking, bro. Okay. Yep. So far it's not looking terrible, right? We're already up 6% on the year. So far 4 months in, had to reset my thing, so now I'm starting on May, and I'll probably get through September in the next 5 days, and then I'll reset again, and I'll get these last 3, and that'll be good data to collect. But once I get 8 months green out of the year, it'll be good green for me to go ahead and start trading live again on my funded. But for now, again, only trading evals and just trying to learn, everything that I can about this model, right? So learned a lot of shit today, right? So as you can see, lost $62, absolutely fucking nothing, pretty much break even day. Now, based on what my mentor said, I'm gonna start just, pretty much doing what I was doing before, and just pretty much speed running these evals, bro. I know that this model is profitable. It's just gonna take time, and already 1 week through it, I'm already seeing fucking pretty solid results. And there's just again a few things I need to critique. So he said you literally want to pass these accounts, within 2 or 3 winning trades, right? So right now I'm risking about around $800, $900 a trade to make $1,500, which is, or not $1,500, but typically like $1,000 to maybe $1,500, which is max for Top Step. You can't make more than $1,500 in a day. So yeah, typically right now I don't usually go for 1-to-1s, but today was just a 1-to-1 type day. PA was shit, but yeah, typically now I'm targeting more of a 1.5 to like 1.8 RR. That's like my average is 1.5 to like 1.8, 1.9, and I am good with that, right? Because that means I win more. Yes, I have to be right a lot more, a lot more. But with this model, it's very, very easy to get to be right, especially with how I break even. I mean, this dude has proven statistics that it works, and as well as multiple of his students, they get payouts consistently through this exact model. So at this point in my trading, bro, this is all I fucking need. I need to lock in on a strategy that I know works, and then I'm good, bro, because my psychology is already pretty solid. So at the end of the day, I just need to find a solid strategy. So just gonna continue doing what I need to do. But so going into the day, right? You see on the 4-hour, that was a bit of a yap session, but as you see in the 4-hour, we are inside of this big ass New Week opening gap and Fair Value gap, right? When there's a gap like this, as well as a Fair Value gap kind of like this, combined together, you consider the whole thing a Fair Value gap, right? But this is the New Week opening gap, right? This has been my target the entire week. Okay, it's very obvious after this big of a dump, right? Sweeping sell side, forming SMT at this low. We can expect the price to continue higher to this very, very obvious New Week opening gap, right? What is this? A 100-point New Week opening gap. That's insane. Okay, so this is my target pretty much the entirety of the week. Okay, but going into today, seeing how we've been reacting after hitting the new week opening gap and just kind of closing it, we literally pretty much closed it right here. I was targeting this next 4-hour fair value gap, right? And then after that, if we continue pumping up here, but most likely we're not going to pump, 300 some points. Yeah, 300 points in a day. We'll see though. We're not going to do it today though. It's already 1 o'clock. But yeah, so that's my main draw on liquidity for today. Okay, so where I messed up. Okay, well I got break even on both trades, right? So you see that market opened. Now I'm trading at 9:30, 9:30 to 11:30. So 9:30 opened. We got some nice displacement higher, right? And I started looking for longs, right? So as you can see, price was not offering any, fair value gaps, okay? Any fair value gaps at all. So what I did, I hopped on the 2-minute and saw this really, really nice fair value gap, okay? So we have a really nice fair value gap. We tap into it once, and this is where I look to long, right? Look how price, let me get rid of this real quick. Look how price reacted to this 2-minute busy, okay? It literally closed right on the opening of the fair value gap, okay? That's very, very bullish signature. Okay, so when doing that, we filled the entirety of the fair value gap and closed all the way back up, super fucking bullish, right? So what I do, hopped on the 1 minute, and already like looking at how price was just chopping and it just didn't look that good. Even like the 5-minute, there's no fair value gaps, right? It just didn't look the best. Even though, yes, my draw liquidity was higher, we were pumping, I'm not going to chase that shit, right? So with this in mind, I should have just targeted my actual draw liquidity, right? Yes, even though it was a 1RR, targeted right here, entered, put my stop loss probably like right here in this area, and just targeted this high. That would have been a 1.1R, okay? I would have been in and out. I was very, very, very fucking confident this high would hit, right? And a lot of these trades that I'm taking with this model, I'm very, very confident that each of these will at least hit this low-hanging fruit, whether it's 1.5, 1.8R, I'm very confident, instead of going for 3R, 4R trades, not knowing for sure. Yes, obviously, so far with this model, I've taken a few 3, 4R trades, but that is, with me taking half off at 2R every single time, right? But yeah, in this example, what I did was, and I'll show you the executions. I mean, I'm not bullshitting. This is, I took with this with minis, all right? 2 minis. This setup I took with micros, 15 micros, okay? So, going back, looking at this. Right, you see that we had a solid closure above this. I went long, stop loss at this low, and had my stop loss to break even at this external high, right? And as you can see, it would have been a W trade, instantly hit it. Break even really haven't done anything because, price ended up pushing lower anyway, but TP would have been hit. But instead, I targeted something that I shouldn't have targeted, right? We don't have to reach up into this, right? We have very clean buy side right here. That's, this 4-hour SIBI. We don't have to run up into this 1-hour SIBI. Yes, even though it was hit, we don't have to, okay? So knowing that and knowing how shit price action was looking, also it's Friday, right? Like, most likely, it's not going to be the best price action, okay? So, all in all, I should have just targeted this 1.1R trade, been done with the day. A lot of the guys in the Discord took this, as well as some of them took this as well, but most people took this and they were done for the day, right? And that's the great thing is that, I'm able to realize trades. I'm able to, so far, 2 days into live trading, ever since I stopped, and just been back testing this shit, I've been able to read the same trades as all the guys in the Discord as well as my mentors, right? It's just my execution on like that behalf is it's a little bit skewed. Yesterday missed the fucking setup that everyone took in the Discord, right? Because I was distracted, shit like that, right? It was beautiful. I posted on my Instagram story and updated y'all boys if y'all want to look into that. That'll be in the description, right? But yeah, so this trade obviously played out, but my target was this. Okay, so I was targeting a 3R. It would have been a stop out, but it wouldn't have because I had my break even right here, and that's what happened, right? Ran up halfway to TP, ran back down, and stopped me. And no, that shit would have been like right in here somewhere. But would have been a stop to break even setup, and eventually played out. But it's all good. And this is the second trade, right? So at this point, I was still bullish, seeing how order flow is still trying to push price higher and higher and higher. Still, I was like, okay, I think we're I'm pretty confident in us hitting this 1-hour gap, and this is the trade that I took, right? So Again, still learning the break evens with the strategy and everything because it is not mechanical, right? You know, Dodge DD, he trades similar to this, right? He goes break even fairly quick, but with the way that I'm learning, it's not mechanical. Okay, Dodge DD, he has a very mechanical strategy, which does not work long term, right? It's not the best. Okay, and because every situation is different. Okay, and you know, with this setup, right, with my model, it's not mechanical, and what defines mechanical is that you look for the same exact thing every single time. Yes, I'm looking for inversions every time. Not really, because I mean I trade for value gaps as well as displacement, right? If there was no fair value gap here, but we got a big ass candle, I would enter on that, right? I don't need a confluence, right? That is the confluence itself, right? Is that my draw on liquidity, right? Fast, quick displacement, right? If we got a candle like this shit, right? Maybe even bigger, I would have longed. If we got it right here, I would have longed that shit, right? And you know, like Dodgy, he has internal highs, internal lows. That is where he goes break even, no matter what, right? If we enter this trade, he's gonna go, or not internal, intermediate term highs, intermediate term lows, right? That's where he goes to break even. So shit like this, like every single time, he needs to see that hit, right? For this strategy itself, it does not, you know, it differs every single time, right? So that's what matters, and that's, you know, the experience. That's what comes with experience, right? And I'm only a week in, and I'm seeing progress. So I'm pretty hyped with the results so far. I don't care if I got break even today, but my mentor did say that yes, it was looking solid right here. We tapped this buy side, the external buy side. Target was still this high right here. Stop loss is like kind of like right here for 1-to-1, and ended up getting break even. As you can see, price ran down here into this fair value gap, and I was, to be honest, I was kind of expecting it to run down into this fair value gap just because, you know, how obvious and how clear it was. Kind of expecting it to hit, and obviously it did. Stop me out break even, but what he said was I should have moved my stop right here. My trail, my stop right below his order block, with how obvious and how nice and clear this fair value gap is. And if it gets disrespected, then go break even, then get out, right, for a small loss. But if not, then just continue holding. And once we displace past this high, right, I would go break even. That would have been a winning trade. But, you know, it's all good, bro. Lost $60, bro. Shits ain't fucking nothing. Again, I was targeting like I was targeting like, I think like 1K today. I was risking like $900 to make like $1,000 for the first trade. So, dude, that's easy money to make back. Yes, I'm down in the account, but all these, you know, the reason why I'm down right now is because of my old strategy, and I've just been revamping it since and working on an actual strategy that's profitable. So, proven profitable. So, yeah, boys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video, found something helpful. And if you got any questions about anything, let me know in the comments, as well as if you want to join the Discord. It'll all be left in the description. And yeah, hopefully y'all bank today. So I'll be back next week. I think we got NFP, so we'll be trading. We'll be see if we can find any trades that are solid. But yeah, boys, hope y'all have a blessed day. Peace out.